The 60-second clarity test. Let's make this practical. You can run this in the middle of a text thread, before you hit send on an email, or while you're staring at a calendar invite. It has 4 steps and 1 rule. Move fast but not frantic. Step 1. Name the threat your body predicts. 1 sentence, no commas. Say it out loud or write it. If I say yes, I'll fail and look stupid. If I don't reply now, they'll abandon me. If I take this job, I'll burn out. Keep it simple. The act of naming turns fog into an object. If you can't state it plainly, you're not dealing with intuition yet. You're dealing with noise. Now here's where most people mess up. They judge the emotion instead of classifying the signal. Step 2 is classification. 2 questions. Is the signal specific or vague? And is it about now or the future? A specific now signal sounds like, don't get in that car, the driver's drunk. A vague future signal sounds like, something's off. Maybe this whole plan is wrong. Specific beats vague. And present tense safety trumps far future storytelling. If you get vague and future, you've likely got anxiety riding high. If you get specific and now, pay attention but verify. Step 3 is the swap. Imagine the opposite outcome for 5 seconds. If your sentence was, if I take this job, I'll burn out, swap it to, if I take this job, I'll grow with support. If your sentence was, if I don't reply now, they'll abandon me, swap to, if I wait 24 hours, the connection will hold. Watch your body, not your thoughts. Relief spike or steady clarity. Relief feels like a quick exhale, a drop in pressure, maybe a tiny buzz of phew. That's the nervous system rewarding escape. Steady clarity feels grounded, like, yes, that tracks, without a rush. It's quiet, specific, and it doesn't demand you act right this second. Step 4 is the safety check. Can this decision wait 24 hours without real harm? If yes, it's not an emergency. Anxiety compresses time. Intuition can tolerate a pause. If you genuinely can't wait, rare, but it happens, run a mini CDC. 2 slow exhales, jot 2 facts, recall 1 base rate, then act. But 9 times out of 10, you can wait, and waiting exposes whether the signal is persistent or just arousal. Let me show you exactly how this plays out. You're about to cancel a coffee with someone promising because you feel off. Step 1. If I go, I'll feel awkward and waste time. Step 2. Specific or vague. That's vague. It's about a feeling, not an event. Now or future. It's presentish but non-specific. Step 3. Swap to. If I go, I'll learn something useful even if it's not a fit. Does your body flood with relief or settle with clarity? If relief surges at the idea of cancelling, you're chasing relief. Step 4. Can this wait 24 hours? Yes. You keep the date, but you add 1 clarifying question beforehand to aim the meeting. That's clarity-seeking behavior. Another example with higher stakes. A role opens at your dream company. Your sentence, if I leave my current job, I'll regret it. Classification, vague future. Swap, if I leave, I'll gain growth and stay within my health limits. Watch your body. If cancelling the whole idea gives you a fizzy relief, clock it. Safety check, you can wait a day. Sleep, then rerun. If tomorrow the sentence that remains is, only if the role has a defined scope and a realistic onboarding. That's intuition, specific, conditions attached, persistent. Common pitfalls. 1. Overthinking the sentence. Don't wordsmith. 5 seconds, write it ugly. 2. Confusing a calm no with a relief no. They both feel better than pressure, but a calm no is steady and specific. No, because timeline and values conflict. A relief no arrives like a pressure drop with no details. 3. Turning the swap into fantasy. Keep it realistic. Plausible opposite, not magical thinking. If you remember nothing else about this test, remember the interpretation rule. Relief spike equals anxiety. Quiet, specific persistence equals intuition. And yes, sometimes you'll be unsure. That's not failure, that's a cue. Default to CDC and delay. Calm the body. Collect 3 facts for and against. Reinsert base rates and your time horizon. Then rerun the test. A quick micro-story. A founder messaged me. My gut says don't raise now. We ran the test. Threat sentence. If we raise, we'll lose control. Classification, vague future. Swap. If we raise, we'll extend runway and choose aligned investors. Body response. Immediate relief at not raising. Safety check. Could wait a week. After CDC, the persistent sentence became, raise only if we secure a lead with protective terms. That's intuition upgraded, specific and patient, not a blanket no. This is a 60-second ritual, not a ceremony. Use it before yes, before nos, and especially when you feel that urgent push to escape. The goal isn't comfort, it's clarity. Evidence, not ego. The decision pre-mortem. When the stakes climb, intuition needs receipts. Ego loves confident stories, risk hates them. A pre-mortem keeps you honest by assuming the decision failed and asking why. It sounds negative, but it's actually protective realism. You're not manifesting failure. You're surfacing what would make it fail, so you can design around it before you commit. Start with this prompt. It's 6 months later. This decision went badly. What are the top 3 plausible reasons? Plausible means boring, likely, not dramatic. For a job move, that might be unclear role scope, culture misfit, or unsustainable workload. For a relationship decision, it might be mismatched timelines, unreliable repair after conflict, or value drift. For a product launch, it might be poor positioning, underestimating operations, or weak distribution. Write 3. If you write 10, you're catastrophizing. You only need the top 3 failure modes. Now add base rates. This is the secret step most people skip. Ask, what usually causes failure in decisions like mine? Pull from industry norms, your personal history, or credible benchmarks. Most startups don't die from competition. They die from not finding distribution. Most job regrets come from culture and manager mismatch, not title or pay. Most relationship breakdowns are about repeated patterns, reliability and communication, more than chemistry. Base rates cut through the I'm special fog and point at boring truths you can check. Next, seek disconfirming data. The thing most people miss is they only collect evidence that supports their current leaning. You're going to Steelman the opposite. If you're leaning yes, ask, what would a smart skeptic say about this yes, and can I find evidence they're right? If you're leaning no, ask, what would a smart advocate say about this, and can I find evidence they're right? Then talk to one actual skeptic or opposite type friend. Not the chorus that always agrees with you. If you're optimistic, call the cautious operator. If you're risk-averse, call the builder. Ask for their top 2 concerns or reasons to proceed. This isn't crowdsourcing your decision, it's widening your lens. Now clarify red flags and green flags. Red flags are non-negotiables. If you see them, it's a no or a renegotiate. Examples: lack of transparency in compensation, history of disrespect, poor safety practices, consistent unreliability. Green flags are must-haves. Clear expectations, evidence of repair after conflict, aligned values, sustainable pace, track record with people like you. Tolerables are the imperfections you'll accept with eyes open. Clunky onboarding, but a manager who coaches, early chaos with strong learning, lower initial pay with equity that matches your risk profile. Write these into a simple table so you don't move the goalposts mid-emotion. Turn this into a 1-page snapshot, decision statement, 1 sentence describing the choice. CDC summary, the specific intuition sentence that survived calm, data, context. Pre-mortem, top 3 plausible failure causes. Base rates, 2 to 3 typical outcomes or risks in similar situations. Disconfirming data, the best counterargument you found and what changed your view. Flags, red, green, and tolerables. Next actions, what you'll do in the next 48 hours to validate or de-risk. Let me show you exactly how this feels with a quick story. A client was offered a director role at a fast-growing company. Their intuition sentence post-CDC was, yes if scope is clear and leadership supports boundaries. Pre-mortem, failure reasons were unclear scope creep, a hero culture that rewards burnout, and misalignment on decision rights. Base rates, most step-up roles fail because scope is murky and authority is fuzzy. Disconfirming data, they spoke to a former employee who said the team improved after a new COO. They also spoke to one current team member who flagged that weekend work flares near launches. Red flags, no written scope, no direct access to manager, expectation of online availability at night. Green flags, written OKRs, manager with a coaching record, an explicit no heroics policy. Tolerables, messy first quarter. Output, ask for a written scope, escalation path, and a now weekend clause on non-critical weeks. Offer accepted with those terms. 6 months later, thriving. The pre-mortem didn't kill the decision, it made it survivable. What if your pre-mortem surfaces a big red flag you can't change? That's your clarity. Either it's a no, or it's a smaller yes with guardrails. For example, yes to a 3-month pilot, yes with a hard stop if X happens twice, or yes only after Y is in writing. Intuition loves conditions because conditions are specific. Anxiety hates them because conditions require presence over panic. Common mistakes to avoid. 1. Turning the pre-mortem into rumination. Timebox it. 15 minutes for high stakes, 5 minutes for medium, 90 seconds for low. 2. Using it to justify avoidance. If every outcome analysis ends with therefore do nothing, you're optimizing for comfort, not wisdom. 3. Ignoring your own base rates. If your pattern is overcommitting, your red flags need to include no clear end date and no resource buffer. If your pattern is undercommitting, your green flags need to include learning edge and structured support. Here's a practice tip. Pair the pre-mortem with a commitment contract. Decide your next specific step and schedule it. The clarifying email, the reference call, the term you'll ask for. Put a 24-hour decision revisit on your calendar. You're training your nervous system that clarity leads to action, not just analysis. Evidence beats ego. Do the pre-mortem, not because you don't trust yourself, but because you want to protect your future self. When you combine CDC with a pre-mortem, you get a decision that's both felt and verified. That's intuition with a seatbelt. Next, we'll look at the trauma patterns that hijack the gut, so you can spot them in real time and stop confusing old alarms with present wisdom. Trauma patterns that masquerade as guidance. Before we go further, we need to call out 4 trauma-driven patterns that reliably dress up as intuition. They're not you being dramatic. They're your nervous system trying to keep you safe using old data. Name them, and you'll stop obeying them. Abandonment alarm. This shows up when neutrality reads as rejection. A delayed text, a flat tone, a rescheduled meeting. Your body shouts, "I'm being left." Attachment activation narrows your lens, so the only story that fits is loss. The signature, urgent seeking, double texting, withdrawing before you can be left, or slapping a spiritual label on avoidance like, "My intuition says step back." The antidote is soothe before choose. Run a 30-second reset, then translate the global fear into a specific test. Send one clarifying message, then wait 24 hours. If the alarm is trauma, urgency will drop after the reset. If there's a real misalignment, a specific pattern, reliability, will emerge. Pre-commit a rule. No relationship decisions inside a spike or after midnight. Control loop. Predictability feels like safety, so novelty gets coded as danger. You'll hear yourself calling anything unfamiliar, not aligned. The nervous system loves routines. Trauma doubles down and worships them. The signature is overplanning, demanding guarantees, or rejecting options that can't be fully mapped. Here's the rewire. Grade novelty into small reps. I'll try a 20-minute version. I'll join the meeting with camera off. I'll pilot the feature with 10 users. You're expanding your window of tolerance, one notch at a time. Use CDC to set conditions. Calm your body, data your real constraints, context the base rate that first times feel clumsy. Then pre-commit a rule. Novelty decisions require a pilot, not a permanent yes or no. Perfectionism shield. Not aligned becomes a refined way to say, "I'm scared to be evaluated." The signature is endless preparation, shifting standards, or rejecting opportunities with a holy-sounding reason. Intuition is values-driven. Perfectionism is shame-driven. Ask the diagnosis question. Is the bar I'm setting about service and impact, or about avoiding embarrassment? Then do an exposure light. Choose a B+ bar on purpose. Send the draft at 80%. Present with one slide rough edge. Ship a small version to a friendly audience. Pair it with a pre-commit. You'll solicit 2 pieces of feedback, then iterate. That converts align someday into align now, improving. Hypervigilance. This is scanning for danger and calling it discernment. It produces false positives because your detector is set to super sensitive. You'll catch a micro-odd cue and build a macro story. The signature, constant monitoring, exhaustion, and certainty that your read is special. Remember, interoceptive noise rises with arousal, caffeine, sleep debt. The reliable fix is to lower the baseline first. Sleep, hydration, a 10-minute walk, less caffeine, then CDC. Add a procedural rule. Don't act on signals gathered while activated. Regather after reset. Then seek disconfirming data on purpose. Ask one skeptic what you're not seeing. If the signal persists, it'll be specific by then. Now, How do you spot these patterns mid-decision? Use 4 questions. What's the predicted threat? What's the time pressure? What's the specificity? What's the condition that would make this a yes? Abandonment alarms predict loss and demand instant reassurance. Offer no specifics and can't name a condition. Control loops predict chaos and demand total plan clarity. Dismiss pilots and use the word always. Perfectionism predicts shame, insists on not ready, and can't define ready beyond moving goalposts. Hypervigilance predicts danger in broad strokes, produces many weak signals, and resists waiting. Rewires in action. 1. Soothe before choose. Exhale longer, drop shoulders, name the state. 2. Name the pattern. This is my abandonment alarm. This is my control loop. That gives you distance. 3. Pre-commit rules that keep you honest. No decisions with high arousal scores. Always run the 60-second test. Delay 24 hours unless there's true safety risk. For exposure in small reps, 5-minute call, 1 question email, 1 pilot client, 1 boundary said calmly without punishment language. Here's a quick micro-story. A client kept intuiting that collaborators were flaky. We tracked the pattern. Outreach, small delay, instant I knew it, counsel. We labeled hypervigilance. Rewire, CDC first, then a standard follow-up template after 24 hours, then a pre-mortem on reliability before labeling. Outcome, they rescued 2 great partnerships that were simply slow to reply and exited one that showed a real pattern. Missed deadlines plus blame. Anxiety wanted speed. Intuition wanted evidence. Another, a perfectionist founder felt her launch wasn't aligned every week. We reframed. It wasn't misalignment. It was fear of evaluation. Rewire. B+ launch, 50 user pilot, feedback within 72 hours. Her body hated it, then calmed when real data arrived. The no never returned, the product improved. If you remember nothing else, name the pattern, soothe before choose, and trade global exits for specific conditions. Trauma imprints may never vanish, but once you see their costumes, they stop passing as wisdom. Intuition versus anxiety in relationships. Let's apply this where most people feel it the strongest, relationships. Early dating is a minefield for arousal masquerading as truth. Chemistry is arousal. Compatibility is values, pace, and reliability. Chemistry says, fireworks. Compatibility asks, do our calendars, commitments, and conflict styles actually work? Here's the thing most people miss. High spark with low reliability is a nervous system carnival ride, not a green flag. Run a quick CDC pass before you label a vibe. Calm. 2 slow exhales, jaw soft, shoulders down. Name your state, activated and predicting rejection. Data, 3 facts for, 3 against. For might be, they text consistently. They follow through on plans. They show curiosity about my world. Against might be, they're vague on intentions. They cancel last minute without repair. Values on substance use /time/faith don't match. Context. First 3 dates are noisy. Base rate says reliability patterns show up within 3 weeks, not 3 hours. Attachment shows up in the gut checks. A secure signal feels curious and specific. Ask where they see this going by next week. It's calm, it tolerates a day, and it's testable. An anxious signal feels urgent and ruminative. If they don't text in 10 minutes, it's over. That's time compression and mind reading. Use the 60-second clarity test. Threat sentence. If they don't reply now, I'm being abandoned. Classify vague future. Swap. If I wait 24 hours, the connection holds. Notice your body for relief versus steady clarity. Safety check. It can almost always wait. Now the workflow for pull away or lean in. Start with a 30-second reset. Exhale longer, drop shoulders, soften gaze, name the state. Move to CDC. 3 facts for and against. Base rates about early dating awkwardness. Time horizon of 3 to 6 weeks. If you're still unsure, 24-hour wait. Then take 1 clarifying action. Ask a specific question, propose a concrete plan, or observe 1 more reliability moment. Intuition gives you a precise step. Anxiety pushes you to exit for relief.